What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. In this video, we're going to go over the new agreement in the second stimulus check package, what the vote is on, all the good details. Today is a good day for the second stimulus package and for Americans. We're going to go over what's happening with that and with the vaccine in this video. But first, don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below if you haven't yet. My wife is actually making fun of me off the screen for that. So yeah. Don't forget to subscribe because we're going to have a lot of information coming out over the next 24 to 48 hours as they're passing this package. First up, over 272,000 people have already gotten vaccinated in the US from the Pfizer vaccine. And get this, the FDA says that healthcare providers can use as many full doses as they can get from vaccine vials, according to the FDA. They said it was possible to squeeze out extra doses of the Pfizer vaccine from vials if there is solution remaining in them after the standard 5 doses are given, and those extra doses are safe to use, saying every dose makes a difference to overcome this pandemic. That is why the FDA is allowing providers to use as many full doses as can be obtained from multi-dose vaccine vials, about 6 for Pfizer and 10 for the Moderna vaccine. Experts are warning that infections and deaths across the United States and the world are rising and at or near all-time highs, which is where the US is. We just had all-time record deaths just 2 days ago. And with the new infection strain that is crossing now into Denmark, the Netherlands, and Australia, we're starting to see new lockdowns, including the United Kingdom, who actually just introduced a new phase 4 lockdown that they've never had before due to this new strain of the virus that's now spreading into other countries. Honestly, they're just getting this first strain under control. Can I even say they're getting it under control? Well, maybe they're not getting it under control, but at least we have a vaccine now for this first strain. Please, God, we really don't need another strain spreading across the US and the world. We just don't need that right now. On the stimulus package, we have really good news all around today as we're expecting this bill to pass today. Senators reached a deal late last night regarding the Toomey provision between the Republicans and the Democrats, which was one of the last major sticking points that they were fighting over up until the last minute. Basically, Senator Toomey from the Republicans didn't want the forward administration, the Biden administration, to be able to use the federal lending powers that President Trump and that we had previously this year. The Republicans are kind of blocking that from going forward, from that being able to be used, lending powers to the economy and to the banks and to businesses, that they want congressional approval to happen before it can be used again in the future. It's kind of really not a fair thing that the Republicans are doing to the Democrats there, but, well, you know, politics. But they will be able to use these lending powers again if the economy continues to struggle in 2020. They will just need to get congressional approval to be able to use these again, which is kind of fair, I guess. So what are we expecting today? Well, first of all, the government's going to shut down tonight at midnight if they don't pass this bill and have it signed by the president before midnight. I'm not sure if all that's going to happen before midnight. We'll talk about that here in a second. But if it doesn't, the government will shut down temporarily until they can finally pass this bill in both the House and the Senate and the president signs it. That's a tall task to get that all done by midnight, especially because lawmakers haven't even given the bill to Republicans and Democrats. Their own colleagues have not seen the final bill yet. Representative AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, says that her leadership, Democratic leadership, told her they're going to give her the bill only 30 minutes before the vote, which hasn't happened yet at the time of this recording. So basically, they don't even know what's in the bill. Let's hope Congress and leadership, I should say, you know, our overlords, don't try to pull a fast one on us. What we're expecting in this bill up until this point is $600 stimulus checks per person, including children, So $600 if you're an individual. If you're a family of two, $1,200. If you're a family of four, $2,400. If you're a family of six, $3,600. We're expecting $600 per person and for children. Dependents are really kind of up in the air. I do think it's going to be for dependents, but the question is are they going to expand it to cover more adult dependents than they did in the first check? And also what's going to happen with child support? Honestly, nobody knows those details. Even own representatives don't know those details. I should actually say that the overlords, the leaders, Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, they know the details, but that's they're pretty much about the only people. So yeah, let's hope that they don't screw anybody here. Also, we're expecting a $300 per week unemployment extension, which the Republicans have been trying to cut down and down and down. At first, we were at 16 weeks. And then we were like, well, now it's probably going to be 12 to 13. And we also said, well, they're also saying, well, we don't really want to give retroactive unemployment. So I personally think it's going to be 12 to 13 weeks going forward, starting on January 1st for the unemployment. But again, that's just what I've heard from all these different people. We don't really know the exact details of that yet, which we may know here shortly. Also, we're expecting $25 billion in there for rent assistance, which I will be able to help you guys claim that money. You might be able to receive an extra $1,000 to pay your rent. This is from the federal government. I will have another rent assistance program for you guys here in just a minute on the state level. And honestly, if they pass more packages going forward and the states and cities get more money, there'll be even more rent assistance coming out from state and local city levels too, that I will help you guys claim. As you know, there's all these states and cities that are passing rent assistance and stimulus checks almost every day as I've been, walking you guys through these different programs. We're also expecting several $billion for food assistance, which will likely increase SNAP benefits, WIC benefits, and possibly new programs that you can claim to kind of give you food, to give you money for food, and vouchers, debit cards, and different things like that. So we're expecting them to vote on this bill today. Let's hope all goes well. I will keep you updated on that as it happens. Senator Josh Hawley tweeted out he will not consent to a Senate recess without direct assistance to working families, aka stimulus checks. So if they try to pull a fast one, or they don't pass this bill, or if they go to deliberation in the Senate, heaven forbid Ron Johnson stands up and says, no, 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 I want to object to the voting right away. We want to deliberate on this. Well, Senator Hawley is going to object to them going on any type of recess at all. So let's hope that that doesn't happen because, yeah, they're going to object to the recess if they don't pass this bill today or maybe into the wee hours tomorrow. But at least we have people standing up for us that they are demanding some type of stimulus checks, which honestly on the low end, we're expecting $600. $700 is also a possibility. We've heard some numbers that $700 could be included in there for lower income brackets. So if you're on a lower income bracket, you might get $700 per person instead of $600. I will keep you updated on that as well. But there's a lot of optimism going on right now in Congress. Senator John Barrasso said, quote, "This gets done today. No more delays. We're not leaving until we have relief for the American people." Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who could become the Senate Majority Leader after these Georgia runoff races, says COVID relief agreement with Senator Toomey reached. He dropped his dangerous language tying the Fed's hand to respond to crises. Resolving this issue successfully now allows us to move on to passing aid for Americans, extending unemployment insurance, and delivering survival checks and more. From this wording, it looks like the Democrats may have won this one, but I've seen kind of talk from both sides saying that they won. So Chuck Schumer says he dropped his dangerous language, tying the Fed's hands to respond to the crises. Also, let me bring you guys another rent assistance program that is passing money to people right now. The rent assistance program for Salt Lake City, Utah has $1 million in rent assistance available for Salt Lake City, Utah residents. The Salt Lake City mayor tweets out, as we wait to hear what Congress will do to help struggling Americans, Salt Lake City has rent relief available for residents regardless of your documentation status. Please call this phone number here on the screen if you need help making current or past rent. Honestly, it's really awesome to see so many different states and cities stepping up to help people with their rent and to help them with stimulus checks and food money during this pandemic on the state and local city level. It's actually really pretty awesome. Make sure you're subscribed and you've liked this video. Our next video comes out at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We should have update on the vote, so make sure you don't miss that one. It's going to be a very good one with preliminary results of the voting. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're on the West Coast, 5 p.m. Our normal videos come out at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subtract 3 hours for West Coast. I will keep you updated with the results. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.